What's going on? I mean, breathe, everybody. We got a caller on the line. Caller, are you there?
Yes, sir.
This is
All
Eric
right.
Smith.
How you guys doing tonight?
Hey,
Hey,
go ahead, Eric.
oh yeah, it's just calling in tonight about the Siegel Blackman game. Should be a great game tonight. You know, two high-profile offenses. Siegel was quarterback Dakota Crane. Blackman was quarterback Jawan Jennings and tailback Denzel Harding. I'm really looking forward to it. It's a great way to get 7 AAA kicked off this year.
Hey, Eric, I'm assuming you were at the Riverdale game last night. Was you shocked by Oakland? I know you're a big Oakland guy anyway. Was you shocked at the outcome of that game?
You know, I'd seen Riverdale some in the preseason, and they had looked like they struggled. And on paper, it looked like it was going to be a matchup that favored Oakland heavily. But part of me always thought that Riverdale was probably going to get it together before the game came around. But yeah, two completely different teams as far as talent level right now, and I don't think Riverdale is going to fare a whole lot better against Siegel or Blackman.
Eric, I'm sorry, Eric. I'm going to interrupt you quickly because we had a lot of traffic going on here whenever you come on, but we didn't properly introduce you. But you can go ahead and throw out your 7 AAA network, and there's a lot of good information. Anybody in the area that wants to know anything about a team in this district, Eric's the man that can tell you about it. So, where can they get that website at, Eric?
It's the website's address is 7-AAA.webs.com, and we basically have everything you want to know about our 7 AAA district rosters, schedules, stats. We got links to other sites for information on other Middle Tennessee teams. I think I have links to all of the 7 AAA non-district opponents. So it's a really good site to get your football fixed.
Eric, this is Trey McAllen. Hey, I talked to you a few years ago when I was coaching at Lincoln County. We talked to Coach T and then some on the phone as well, just breaking down different sports teams and high schools around the area. Question I have for you: we have Oakland ranked really high in 6A, possibly anywhere within the first 3 spots.
Maybe at the top now.
Maybe. Do you see Siegel? I mean, I don't know how much you've seen Siegel and Blackman in the offseason during jamborees and practice, but can they compete with Oakland? I guess that's my question.
Siegel, from a skill position aspect, I think is right there with Oakland. But where Oakland is kind of the ace in their hole is going to be their play on the line. So that's where I think it's going to separate Oakland from Siegel and Blackman. But if you were to do a top 10 poll, I think you got Siegel and Blackman, I think, are definitely in the top 10, maybe the top 5 or 6.
We talked to Coach McDaniel on our pregame show, and he was talking a little bit about their schedule, not only their district but out of district, how difficult it is because they can't get anybody to play them with probably how well they play, and nobody wants to take a loss on the chin, especially to a powerhouse like Oakland.
And that, like he said in the interview, Trey, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but the format of the playoff system now puts so much emphasis on winning ball games, and at the old system, you finished in the top 4 in your region, you knew where you were going. But now the emphasis being so high on wins, the middle of the road teams, they're not going to schedule up to get better. They're going to schedule down to try to get those sure wins, and it makes it difficult on the Oaklands, the Siegels, anybody in 7A. They're going to have trouble finding games. Wouldn't you agree with that, Eric?
Oh, I agree. Well, I mean, like you guys know with Lincoln County, Lincoln County used to schedule 3 or 4 teams from this district every year. And now, because the playoff system the way it is, it would be unfair for Lincoln County to have to take that kind of schedule on and reasonably expect to make the playoffs. I think it's a playoff format that needs to be looked at and tweaked, and I think with the right changes, I think it could still be a good playoff system.
How far do you think that, as far as Siegel and Blackman go, how much difference in the teams are there? You had said Siegel you probably favored a little bit more, but is there a big drop-off between the two? I know Blackman's able to run the ball very well. Siegel's got, a balanced attack. So, is it going to be a close game in your opinion?
Oh, yeah, I think. I would be surprised if this is more than a touchdown either way, to be honest. I think Blackman is a little bit better all around, but usually Blackman's kind of the team that's been slow out of the gate and that gets much better as the year progresses. Siegel on a team kind of the reverse. They start hot. I mean, they've done it the last 2 or 3 seasons. I wouldn't be surprised for that to hold tonight as well.
Eric, this is Mike. You know, they set this format up this weekend where they're offsetting all the district schedules. They had the Riverdale game last night. Then obviously we're at the Siegel Blackman game tonight. I think Smyrna and Laverne is tomorrow night. Is that correct?
That is correct.
So, you know, do you think that it's better for these guys to jump feet first right into a district schedule here first week 0, or are you more in favor of them, you know, playing someone out of district, get your feet wet, get your kinks out of your system, so to speak, and then hit your district schedule?
Well, this is a district that no matter how you slice it is tough from top to bottom. And now with there being an additional district game, I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing, you know, to get one that's right out of the gate. And with the Thursday, Friday, Saturday games, it allows everybody to kind of see each other. So you don't have Oakland Riverdale competing for gate with Siegel and Blackman and Smyrna and Laverne. So I think it's a good idea by the coaches.
What do you? I'm sorry, I could have been interrupted.
Yeah, go ahead.
What is it that stands out to you as far as Riverdale being down? Is it you know, lack of upperclassmen?
Skill position, depth?
Is it splitting the schools up and splitting them up and splitting them up?
Yeah,
Has it finally come to that?
That's a good point too with Stewart's Creek.
I don't think it's another school that's really hurt them. I mean, yeah, they've pulled some students away from Riverdale, but I think where Riverdale has been hurt is the lack of attention to detail in their feeder programs. Oakland, Blackman, and Siegel have all placed a very high priority on that. Constantly see coaches from the varsity programs at those 3 schools at the middle school and freshman games. Whereas I haven't really seen many Riverdale coaches around over the years, at least under Adeline's tenure. And this was really, last night was the first game it really showed. I think that's the principal factor in the whole thing.
Okay, Eric, you're the self-proclaimed expert here on 7 AAA. I'm gonna put you on the spot.
Mm-hmm. If you weren't going to do it, I was.
For week 10, what's the order of finish in this district, and which teams make the playoffs?
I'm going to say it's going to be Oakland 1, Blackman 2, Siegel 3. I'm going to go with Smyrna edging out Riverdale for 4th. Riverdale will go 5th. And I'm tempted to say Stewart's Creek 6th. I'm going to go with Laverne at 6th, and then Stewart's Creek rounds out at 7th.
I think Laverne has some skill positions in place. Their quarterback was making some good throws last week. I don't think they have any depth. And size was an issue also. So I would put Laverne. I don't think a new program is going to finish ahead of them.
Yeah.
But, you know, we're talking about a program coached by David Martin. So, you know, that definitely is going to weigh. That's going to weigh in their favor. So.
Yeah.
I do think Stewart's Creek is going to win a game before the year is over. It's hard for me to say where or when, but they've done pretty well in the preseason. So I expect them to at least go 1-9 this season.
Well, all right. How about tonight? Who's going to win tonight?
I got Siegel winning 35-31.
Sure. If it's that good a game, I'm going to enjoy it.
You're going to be tired,
Oh,
Gary.
my boys will be tired.
A lot of fireworks.
Eric, you going to make it out here tonight?
Oh, yeah, always.
You need to come by and eat a hot dog, man. I had 2 or 3 made up for you specifically.
Yeah.
I may take your word on that.
We had a chair. We had a chair set up for you. We had a extra
Microphone,
headset.
everything.
I mean, you really let me down there, big guy.
Yeah, I'll try to make it down there next time for the pregame.
I had 3 or 4 women here that I'd already told them you was a Tom Cruise lookalike.
And the Titan cheerleaders came by to see him.
Yeah, they did. The Titan cheerleaders were here. You just run the whole tailgate party. Just let you know, buddy.
You let a lot of girls down today.
Well, Eric,
thanks for joining us, man.
Yeah, we appreciate you doing it, man. We'll definitely get together and do this again.
All right, guys. I appreciate it. You guys have a good game.
All right. Thanks,
too.
man.
Thanks, Eric.
All right. That is Eric Smith on the 7 AAA Network.